Okay, so welcome. I'm Jessica from New York, and we have here the start of Thanksgiving. Super excited. Just start because there's like 2,000 of us here. Maybe just go down the line, say your name, what you're best remembered for on Thanksgiving.
Okay. I'm Jalen. I play Bobby Goldenarm on Thanksgiving.
I'm Gabriel. I play scuba.
I'm Jenna, Yulia, Lauren.
My name's Tommaso. I play Evan, meat tenderizer.
I'm Alex. I was behind the mask of John Carpenter.
I'm Karen Cleach, aka Turkey.
Turkey dinner.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Turban, I play LaBelle, and I'm probably best known for yelling "fuck you" out of a truck.
In real life. I do have some time here, and like I have a bunch of questions. I'm sure you guys have as well. Just kind of go back and forth. They're cutting that. I don't know if everybody wants to answer every question. You can kind of pick and choose. So I guess a lot of you, this is your first time on a horror movie. Like, what was your expectations versus reality, like working in horror?
I didn't expect it to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time working on a horror film, and I mean, obviously working with a horror legend like Eli was unreal, and he made this experience, along with my beautiful castmates here, such a fun time. It was just, we laughed so much more than we screamed and cried.
I think we should have. Like, at the end, we were like, oh shit, you're doing a horror movie.
Yeah, except at the dinner table, that was a very intense scene.
Yeah, I walked out. I was watching that day and I walked away.
Mostly for me, like it's just vomit. Like everything else is fine. Like
What was crazy too is because they filmed it in like, it was this huge soundstage and it just had this box where the room was. And so it was like all this room and everybody was in this tiny little thing. And then these spotlights were on it on the soundstage. And just crazy stuff.
And when we're just back there.
I had done, I was in Saw 6, and I had survived in Saw, but I did not survive this one. So it was actually nice to finally die in a horror movie.
and you can see like the laughter kind of translates through. Like I saw it in theaters, and especially during like the turkey scene, like people are like giggling, but also like, oh no, yeah, like what was it like filming these like pretty horrendous death scenes for some of you?
I loved it. I couldn't wait till my death day. It was the last day of filming that I died, and it was super cool because like I had like a prosthetic on it. I did a lot of my work, and Gabe and Nell were away for the whole time. So the first time the blood happened was the first time they saw it. So their reactions were like their genuine reactions.
Yeah.
So we had like one take to kind of nail that.
So that scene, funny enough, Eli never told me that the blood was this fire. I had no idea going into it. I just remember as an actor, they always tell you like hit your mark, like make sure you land on your mark. So, but they were very like adamant about landing on the mark. So I was like, I see this machine there with this little hole. I'm like, hey, what's this machine here with that hole? And then one of the crews is like, oh, it's the blood's supposed to come on, but it doesn't work, so we're just gonna use like CGI and all that stuff. I see it, I'm there, ready to go. Thinking like, oh, this is a malfunction, so what about oh, so you're cut? Oh, you're cut. Oh, fuck, I just gotta keep going. I'm like, what do I do? Because that whole scene was genuinely, I'm like,
Yeah, actually, that was one thing I noticed on the rewatch. Like, just the way that you sit down, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, that was like a real trauma response. And I was like, that's almost got you. You know, like, has there been anything for any of you? I have done horror before, or even on this one. Has anything stuck with you? It's like, well, that's gonna stay in my brain forever.
There was one thing with my arm. You guys remember like those YouTube videos where we'll have a prosthetic arm and you put your two arms and have cardboard between each?
Yeah.
And like hook your hand with a pencil or something? I was crawling with the fake prosthetic and we kept practicing it, and then when we taped it, I had that feeling of like, for a second, I felt that like in my arm, and it was fake, and then so that feeling's always stuck with me. Like I feel like this and it's that stuck with me.
I do know that after the whole like dragging me through the grass scene, I was holding on for dear life. Like I was really into it, and I broke all of my nails. They're all scattered along the lawn, and I couldn't get the dirt out of my nails for like 2 weeks. I think like it was so deep. Remember at one point you were like, Karen, like you're making it really tough for me to drag up. Sorry, I'm just wrong, but yes, sorry. I'll make it easier for you, stunt guy. Yeah, and then like that, I mean, because that whole oven scene, that took all day to shoot. So I was screaming all day and like tied up and like banging, and so I was like black and blue for weeks. My back of my head, I couldn't sleep on the back of my head for like a week because I was on a metal grate. They couldn't cheat it. They couldn't make me comfortable because it was always like the shot was always like looking like that. So yeah, I lost my voice for 3 days after. So you can all shed a tear for me. It's all back here too. But yeah, that was like most memorable because it was so real in so many ways.
And I know like this is mostly filmed in like the Toronto area, right? Like Black Creek and like Hexwood, which was like a haunted house last year. That whole set I recognized. What was it like? I think a lot of you are Torontonians. Was it pretty cool, like staying in your hometown and filming something?
Yeah, because there's places that I've never even been.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. They're like the back lot that we shot, the parade scene was like a whole fake made up town. But yeah, they turned it into a haunted house and all that stuff. But it was really cool to be in this made up town. You just kind of like being a little kid and playing around there. And then there's one other, like Waterdown, the high school there, is massive. It's like a college. It doesn't make sense that it's a high school. Like I'm there, like I've never seen this anywhere.
You get lost.
There was a guy who came to my team. I don't know. Are you here? The Waterdown High School guy.
I love it. I love that you guys were there. You know that.
Yeah. Also, we did film at Black Creek Pioneer Village, and if you've been, I mean, I grew up in Toronto, so I actually went there for field trips. In grade 3, we went there, and then going back there for the first time since then.
And there was a field trip that day too.
Yeah, there was a field trip. Yeah.
It was Eli's birthday that day.
It was Eli's birthday, and I did the axe throwing that day. To push that. Okay, what are you doing?
Apparently it is haunted there. Did anyone see any spirits at Black Creek?
I'm sure Eli summoned some.
Yeah.
The night of the McCarty party was also filmed at Black Creek, and
wow,
yeah, there was a creepy vibe about that place.
And our whole other team was filmed there too.
Yep. The whole chase thing, the stairs, the kitchen with the fridge with the cheerleader with Shaylin in the fridge. That was all in Black Creek too. So,
Yeah.
Was there any restrictions because it is kind of like a historic / tourist thing? Like were there certain things like you couldn't touch or you couldn't go into, or they just gave you free rein?
They set it up.
Try not to destroy the setting.
Yeah.
Cool, I guess I'll open up if anybody has a question out there. We'll start off. The first one has to be good.
Maybe you guys can tell us a bit about your audition process, like what scenes you did or what scenes you read for.
For me, I'm in the States. So I think we all did self-tapes, right?
Yeah.
So we all did self-tapes. For me, it was just one self-tape and then a callback with Eli. And then after that, booked it and stuff. But it was the scene for me and Milo where he takes the jacket off of Jessica and puts it on the ground. That was my audition scene. And then there was a latter half of that with DeBelle. Not DeBelle, LaBelle. DeBelle's the golf course thing. But I had a scene with him that got cut from the movie. That was awesome audition scene.
Mine was a self-tape. It was the scene where we're walking from the high school, and it's where Come Get Me did.
Oh,
That scene. It was that, and it was a bit longer in the audition than I guess they turned the main one. But that was a scene. I just did one, and then I guess they're just like, yo, you're the guy.
Yeah, I worked with Eli the October before the audition, so the auditions were in like January, and so I had a super quick scene. I just said, Evan, you're such a dick. That was pretty much watch it, but I've worked with Eli before, and so it was a pretty quick turnaround from the audition to directing. So I was a one and done.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty similar process to everybody else for the audition, but one really funny thing was before I auditioned for Evan, I actually auditioned for Jacob, which is the kid that I was bullying. And then what had happened was Eli apparently saw that tape, and then he said, "Oh yeah, put him up for Evan. I think that would fit better." And so I taped for Evan, and then did a Zoom call back with Eli. Got to meet him, and then yeah, booked it. And it was I think about a month or so before filming started. But yeah, just a funny story.
Where's Jacob? He's so
Yeah.
My process was a little more unconventional. Has everyone seen the movie in here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess well, a little bit, but yeah. So I primarily do stunts in this area, and so I was kind of researching what movies coming to town next, and I saw the Thanksgiving movie, and then I looked it up on IMDb, and I saw Patrick Dempsey's attached to it. That's interesting. And I saw a friend of mine who was a stunt coordinator, Dan Steen is his name. I texted him and said, "Hey, I'm Patrick Sizes if you need a double for him." He's like, "Actually, I do. Do you want the job?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah." So I go in and I do some doubling for him in the sheriff's outfit. I hadn't seen the whole script or anything yet, so I didn't know that he was also going to be like a pilgrim outfit as well. And then one day I showed up the night of the diner fight with the waitress Lizzie in the movie, and so I came down and I was the only one there. There was no Patrick there that day for whatever reason, and so I was in the costume doing the whole fight and the whole kill with the dumpster and all that stuff. And they were very happy with what I did, and I kept getting asked to come back and do more. So that's kind of my story.
Yeah, sent a self-tape in January and got cast from that a few weeks later. Yeah, I get cast really quickly as bitches. That was that.
I read two glorious scenes that both got cut, which sucks. It's not good scenes, but I remember when I got it, and I think I was tired, and I saw the breakdown, and I thought, Eli Roth, fucking get this. And I was pissed off that I'd have to read it and spend my weekend learning it, but thank God.
Yeah, I think it felt like there was gonna be more to look now. Like, you know, what was your like motivation there? Like, do you have a side story for him? Like, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
Some scenes that were cut that were make no sense. I was in a bad spot because the very first day of shooting, I thought I was having a heart attack. What I had was two pinched nerves. The very first scene, I was like, go to the hospital. So LaBelle's a miserable son of a bitch. And it was easy to plan. I was a miserable son of a bitch. It was awful. So thank God we were doing it because if I didn't have anything to do, I would have sat around all day like dying from the pain of it. But it was like, this is great. Got me busy. These guys are fantastic. Jeff, you're not
Just your method. That's great. And for Alex, you mentioned like wearing the Carver suit. Like, how was that? Like trying to navigate fighting and killing and not really.
It was pretty tricky actually because the eyeballs are really tiny, and yeah, there were parts where like in the diner fight in particular when I'm dunking Lizzie in the water, I pull her out and if she hit my hat at all, it would knock the mask off and I couldn't see. And then right after that, I have to look for the freezer door handle right behind me to open that and shove her face against the freezer door. And it was pretty tricky to do. And if you look at the movie, you can see me kind of like, as I can't see properly, so you can see me kind of like trying to figure out where the door handle is. So there's that, and then also, when I was chasing Gabriel out of the Carver house, after I hit you with the axe in the arm. Yeah. So when the barrel hits me,
Yeah,
like, the
we
pieces
did
go.
this so many times.
Yeah, we did it a bunch of times. Sometimes the whole mask and hat fly off. And the one scene that I think they ended up going with was one that it got knocked off a bit, and I still tried to continue the scene, but I had to run out of the house and then there's a set of stairs right there, and I couldn't see that at all. And I just had an idea of where it was, and I just tried to not screw up the take, so I just kind of floated down the stairs and made it work. But yeah, it was a pretty tricky mount to work with. We do number 2, then I'm going to try and see if they can secure it a little bit better this time.
Does anyone else?
You mentioned that a lot of you are from Toronto.
Yeah.
I know a lot of shows over here that people next year, like a lot of
I was in a show called Creeped Out. It was an episode of that. This is, yeah, similar style, yeah, like kids' work and stuff. Yeah, that was from Toronto too.
I didn't do it here.
okay.
It's like a bunch of short virtual reality horror films. So I did.
Actually, Saw 6 was really good.
For each of you, what's your favorite kill in the movie? Besides your own. Yeah.
I'll tell you, the most terrifying is scary. That's freaking easy and diabolical. When Eli told me about it, I was like, what goes through your head? But I guess like favorite / coolest is hers. Because of all the stuff that added to it that day, but hers is scene is hell. Those two are the only scenes that every time that comes on, I'm like this. I don't watch them.
I really like Gina's at the start where she gets her skull. That was cool. And then also your banana head.
Oh yeah.
So his like head was actually like matched bananas.
Yeah, my brain's.
Yeah.
Look back.
That one we couldn't watch too well, but yeah, those two are pretty cool. Gina's is underrated for sure.
Yes,
Hers is just like.
I like my favorite. I like Amanda's. The
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dumpster on the car rams in, just they slices it. It was funny because that was me and Addison set that night just to watch, and they got that in one take. I think was it one take?
It was one take.
It was one take. You
Yeah.
guys got that in one take. It was the craziest thing. But,
Double 50% off. That was
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex, because this guy was really good at being Carver, and nobody knew.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the mask never
he's,
came off.
yeah, like, he was.
He didn't take it off to
really
breathe or
creepy.
anything.
There were a couple other guys that jumped in here and there,
Yeah.
like other stunt guys, and Eli had a reason for that. Is because he wanted to throw off the movement and throw off the audience on who the killer could be. So another guy named Jeff Meach, who's local as well, he jumped in for a little bit of the high school scene as well, and then Patrick was in there too for a bit. So it was a couple of us, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, my favorite kill was also Amanda, Lizzie at the beginning. I mean, just that whole sequence was unreal. Yeah, she's so funny. But yeah, the freezer on the door,
The fingers.
peeling the skin. Oh,
I love how she
yeah.
couldn't get in her phone.
She could get on her phone. It's awesome.
Isn't she related to John Carver?
She is, yeah. She's
Yeah, she
related.
is actually a descendant of the John Carver from over the years. Another part about that I love, if you go back and watch it, she can't get into her iPhone, but there's actually a rotary phone right behind her.
For me, it's split between two of them, I think. It's the beheading of the security guard, Manny. Played by Tim Dillon. I'm a Tim Dillon fan too, so I thought that was really cool. And then of course feeding the cat afterwards. You have to take care of the cat. I'm a cat person. So that was good, and then of course our kill. The whole lead up and the whole chase and everything, it was just so great. It's so great throwing that pitchfork right in your back.
Hey, relax. Glad you enjoyed it so
I got a
much.
pitchfork here for the photo op.
And we do so many conventions together, just me and him. I'm like, it's like re-traumatized him all the time. Yeah, I would say mine was because I actually have a bit of a phobia, like a fear of getting my hair stuck in like escalators, like down like in like so when that scene with Gina, when they were scalp, I'm like, oh my god, that was it for me. I was like, that's my fear. Yeah, that and putting my hand in a blender. I don't know. Every time I do a smoothie, I just picture my hand going in there.
Oh man, they're all bad. But when film Evan alive after the pitchfork in the back, you're wounded, it's dark, and you're starting to roast. That's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, that one, I loved how even like the setup of it was almost like a self-care, like video, the way they're like.
It was so hard not to like. Like tickling so great.
Yeah.
My skin was so soft the next day.
Okay, all right, Gabe, you told me, think about something good for questions. So that last one sets up mine perfectly. It's a fun one, because I have to think. So is there a character that survived the movie that you as audience members wished got killed? And in turn, who would you have saved that did?
Good one.
You put the safety on. You didn't take the safety off.
That's crazy. It's diabolical.
That was my actual answer.
And that's for all of you, of course.
So wait, it's who do we wish
Yeah,
that survived?
who survived that you would have liked to see get killed, and who would you have saved?
Oh, I would have saved Amanda. Actually, no. I don't. Tommaso. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Thanks.
because like at the end when you were like, no, please, please, I'm like, he's sorry for all this stuff, man. I was like, just let the man go.
Oh man, I felt that.
And then yeah, I'd probably save him for people that survived.
That's an interesting question.
For Rick Hoffman, just to see Rick Hoffman just.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and then just like to see that.
His death in Hostel was so good, so
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah, it would be really cool to watch.
Yeah, I would like to say you and Tommaso for sure.
Thanks for adding me on.
I'm not, bro, I won't lie, like that one scene, like where he's like, no, I was like, oh, I felt that too, I was like, yeah.
And that's when I walked off set, and I was like, that's my friend.
Well, we know that's my answer too.
Yeah.
Save you, but definitely kill Ryan.
Yeah. Kill Ryan.
Yeah,
save
save
Evan.
Yep.
I should say Ryan.
What about you, Aaron? And Alex?
Well, Kathleen would have definitely gotten rid of that stepdaughter. She's getting in the way of my like the inheritance, right? Like Kathleen wanted that money, so definitely would have offed her. Right, and then who? I don't think I ever saved anybody. Oh, Shaylin! Wait! Cheerleader Shaylin. Yeah. So yes, actually I tried to save her. I really did try, but then he got me.
Yeah.
You know, like, and when I was reaching for the wine, it was actually to drink. It wasn't to drink. But whatever. But yeah, I would have rescued. I wanted to rescue.
That was one of the moments that got me all the time is when you say, I'll be right back, and you close the fridge.
Hey! Because he was coming after me, and I had to like hide her. I had to like hide the evidence that I was there. Don't judge me.
That's true. I trust her. I don't know what it's like.
Shay and I are actually, we were roommates, and so when we went back to do super shoots for all, those like extra scenes that were put in the end, I went to go visit the set, and Eli made me get right to take a picture to make sure that Shay could know the position she had to be in, and then she couldn't breathe very well in the plastic bag. She came close.
I mean, Evan didn't like Ryan. We know that. Evan called Ryan an NPC. So yeah, I think Ryan would have to go, and then I save. I would have, or who would I?
Yeah, in turn, who would you have saved that did die?
Who would I have saved?
And you can pick yourself if you want.
That's true. I think, yeah, I mean, if Gina didn't die, then the killer, exactly, that's so true. That's a fantastic answer. But also, the whole plot wouldn't have happened, so. Maybe Doug, the first security guard, who got trampled. He died very awful at that. Yeah.
I tried to save everybody. Let's kill Rick Hoffman.
Yeah.
So I find like a lot of the scenes, being Canadians playing these very like American football hero like students and stuff, and like the Black Friday and stuff. What was your inspiration like? Because I know like growing up in like Toronto schools is not really like that. Like where do you pull your inspiration to be these like kind of obnoxious like American kids?
Jim? Yeah. I'm pretty obnoxious.
I just pulled it from beats.
I'm
definitely obnoxious as shit. In high school, I don't even know if I've changed. I'm Holly Scooper. Literally,
I know, I mean, Evan he fit all the tropes of the stereotypical jock asshole. But, I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily an American to Canadian thing, because, I mean, I know a few kids from high school who acted that way. So I feel like I took inspiration from just people in my life. I won't say who, because they'll say this, but.
Might be more so hockey guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's true.
Question up there?
I'm watching my friends here, they all have like a weekly virtual movie night. We each take turns picking 2 movies for those of us to watch. And one of us actually did pick Thanksgiving last month. But if you guys can pick like one horror movie you guys want to share with your friends on a movie night, what movie do you guys pick?
Shoot. I mean, it's in theaters right now. I just watched The Substance, but like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Best picture.
That one, and then I would do
Terrifier.
probably Hush. I'm a really big fan of Hush. I like that one, especially the mask and stuff. That's my favorite. So, what horror movie would you recommend?
Oh, Paranormal Activity. I hate anything, yo. Them type of demonic, occultic, ghosty, yo. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Slashers, there's a chance I might fuck you up. Saw? Terrifying as shit too, because them motherfuckers will fuck you up. And you won't even know it. You might just walk past him, but he brushed your shoulder, and you wake up next morning with the fucking shark fin on. So that shit's terrifying. But paranormal? What the fuck do you do? At that point, it's Jesus and Jesus alone. It's over. Ain't no way you can do anything about it. That's how it works. So paranormal should be terrifying.
That's a really good explanation.
I'll give 2 recommendations. The first one, the entire Insidious series, I thought was unreal. I really love it. If you wanted to do like a marathon over time, that would be a good one. And then also, I guess my more niche pick, I guess, would be a Japanese flick called House. If you've seen it, it's unreal and it's so wacky, and I mean, I don't even want to say anything, because to anybody who's seen it, it's better to go in with no expectations. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. Eli actually told me about it, so shout out to Eli for that.
I'm a pretty big wuss when it comes to horror movies. I don't watch a lot of them, to be honest. I'll get hit by cars and get set on fire and stuff a lot, but when it comes to those movies, I'm like holding a blanket. Over. But if I had to choose one to suggest, the ones that scared me the most, like Paranormal Activity was up there, and Haunting in Connecticut was also pretty scary. And even the documentary that came out before that scared me even more.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was better than the movie.
It was, and it just really freaked me out. And I still I'm in like the shower now sometimes, and I'm like, and there was like hands or something like grabbing this shower curtain and going around the person, and I still think about that sometimes. And it really bothers me. Yeah, my imagination was crazy. Yeah.
Reminds me of my last Saturday night. Oh, alright, what were we talking about? Jen, did you want to answer that question? What's your favorite Romeo? Something clowny?
Killer Clowns. Terrifier.
You're not. Clown stuff to her. She enjoys it so much.
Yes.
Look at her, she's
Skip.
Yeah, I'm
that's
with
why I
you
gave
on the-
2 answers.
I'm with you on the paranormal, so like Exorcist, forget it. Actually, last year I watched, I think it was called The Conjuring.
Awesome.
Like, it's an old one, but I saw that for the first time and I was like, oh hell no. I don't like anything like possessed, like that. Like the serial kill, like slasher movies, I'm like, ha ha ha, it's great. But anything that's like, yeah, like religion, like anything like that, that's like, or even Nightmare on Elm Street, I didn't like at all. Like it was like anything that I can't control, like it's like in my brain or.
I love Hereditary.
Mm.
And The Exorcist, I was a great dad, and my daughter and I watched it the other night. But there's another movie. Anybody see the movie The Entity?
Yeah.
I just bought that the other day. I can't wait to watch again. That movie freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid. It's a really scary movie. It's a ghost movie. Woman gets raped by a ghost.
Nice.
It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Get you. She couldn't do anything. Jesus.
So, bit of a two-parter, but it kind of works because just in case some of you may not have seen certain movies in these two categories. Of the horror holiday movies that exist, and the Grindhouse movies, both the original two and the ones that were adapted from the trailers, which ones of those, for those of you who have seen parts of either group, are your favorites?
Yes, I watched Grindhouse when I was little, which is crazy to do this because my mom doesn't, when I get auditions, she's not like, ooh, this is awesome. She saw Thanksgiving, she's like, no way. So, that was that, but also, I would say, I'm blanking on what it was called, but, Edgar one,
Don't.
yes, I want to see, it would be insane if that happened. I'd say that, that'd be cool.
I think so as well. I like Machete. Yeah. But I think so. Anything with clowns.
I'll switch the category over to holiday horror and say that I love the recent Halloweens. And also, I mean, I just worked with Rowan Campbell, who's in Halloween Ends, and
That was a terrible one.
fantastic, wonderful actor, and a great person as well. So, yeah, shout out to that one.
Again, I don't watch a lot of horror, so I'm not gonna be much help on this one.
Yeah, same. I just acted them. But yeah, no, and I didn't even, when I got Thanksgiving, it's my agent who told me about Grindhouse. Like I knew Eli Roth. I actually really liked Hostel, so I knew about Eli. But when I was like, oh, let me check out this Grindhouse thing, like you know, like Thanksgiving is all about.
I'm sitting at my table.